What's good, guys? Fantasy Joe back here with my Week 7 waiver wire edition. This one's going to be a pretty quick video. There's definitely some good players out there, but not as much as you would think. But let's dive in. I will say if Caleb Williams is available at the quarterback position, that's my number one ad right now. Because when I just saw him, he's on bye. That really doesn't factor in a ton to me. He's a top 10 QB right now. He's run the ball. He's had some 3 of the 4 last games have been good. Really, the number to me is he's rushing for about 30 yards a game. That's a massive boost on anyone's fantasy production. If you're looking for somebody this week, I definitely think you can go Herbert or Drake May. Drake May is obviously a little bit more of a risk against the Jaguars, though, with the way he runs the ball. I still think he's a guy who can go out there and probably rush for 40 yards a game moving forward with the state of their offensive line, 38 in week 1. Just a ballpark number. But Nix runs the ball as well, but Herbert is probably who I would go with against that Arizona matchup. If you need safety, moving on now to the running back position and some of our top ads. Dearness Johnson should definitely be added out there in your leagues. Tank Bigsby except to be the one, but Travis Etienne's dealing with a hamstring injury. The guys I would go out and add, though, Jalen Warren's definitely an add to me just because I think he could end up being the lead back on that team by the end of the season. He's been a little banged up with injuries himself, hasn't quite looked himself, so that definitely brings him down a little bit. I'll throw one other guy out there if he's still out there in your leagues. Ty Chandler must be added if he's available. He is going to start this week. Tyler Algier, another name if he's out there, and a guy to add. And then that's about it as far as the running back position goes for this week. Like I said, it's not the biggest week for waivers, but this is a pretty big ad if he's out there in your league. He's rostered in about 44% of leagues with Christian Watson with the injury to Dontavian Wicks. He's extremely talented. Only 4 targets, but it's just the utilization moving forward. This guy's the upside to be a wide receiver 1. No doubt in my mind really about it. So he is definitely an ad. Josh Downs, if he's still out there, should be added. Trey Tucker, another guy I think should be added in just about every league. Reason being, his utilization has gone up dramatically. He's got some speed to him as well. 2 targets this last week. Not what you're hoping for, but I still think there are brighter days ahead. And just to say this offense, JuJu Smith-Schuster should be added in every league. If he was available, I'd add him above all these guys, even Christian Watson, just because I think the upside of him being the number 1 receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs is really high. I'll throw out a few other names likely owned but worthy of ads. Demario Douglas, Xavier Legette, Romeo Dobbs, all those guys should be added if they are available in your guys' leagues. Now moving on to the tight end position, who you guys should be adding. Evan Ingram, if he's out there, definitely add him. I think Cade Otton is worth an ad at this point. He's getting targets every week. Zach Ertz, same way. They're not, going to break the bank on your defense, but they are good ads to moving forward. And then defense, I would add the Bengals defense against Cleveland. I think they're an absolute smash play. Bills defense against Tennessee, another team that would definitely roll out there. And then Lions defense against Minnesota, you can't play. I'm definitely not as excited about them, especially Minnesota and Kevin O'Connell coming off of a bye worries me a little bit. I'd probably rather play, a Falcons defense against Seattle or something like that. Commanders against Carolina as well. But if you guys have made it to this point in the video, those are my top ads. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comment section down below. I'll respond as always. Just wasn't a ton of waiver wire meat out there. But if you guys have questions, if there's somebody who's available good in your league, I'd be absolutely happy to help. Hit that subscribe button, stick around and win that fantasy football championship. This has been Fantasy Joe. Thank you guys so much for watching.